right, so welcome back, and we have Rev here already. And your questions, hey, yeah, the questions are serious. I know that we are going to have answers to them, and our relationships are going to get better. So we'll go straight into them. God bless you for joining, and please share the link. Share the link. You'll be a blessing to someone. Rev, there are really powerful questions here for you.
I am in trouble today.
The Lord is your strength. So the first question is from a gentleman. He says, what do I do if my spouse's family is constantly interfering in our marriage?
Family matters. Before I go into family, I also want to welcome you especially into today's service. I believe that this question and answer time has been designed. Please bring it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So the devil is a liar.
The devil is a liar.
This question and answer time, I believe, has been designed specially for everybody, including myself, because I'm going to learn a lot from it as well. So, Lady Rev, the question is what?
What do I do if my spouse's family is constantly interfering in our marriage? It's from a gentleman.
Okay, if my spouse's family is constantly interfering in my marriage. You see, sometimes we get this thing about family very wrong. So, for example, if I marry you, whether I like it or not, I've married into your family. We are one people. Alright, so the moment the issue of marriage comes in, there are two families being brought together as one. However, there's a need to apply wisdom in dealing with family matters. Yeah, because you see, when it comes to family, most men marry between the ages of 28 to 35. And most women marry between the ages of 22 to 35. Okay, right? Can you imagine that a family has lived with somebody for 30 years? And then you appear in 1 year and you think that they should forget the people they've lived with for 30 years and concentrate on you, the person that they've lived with for 1 year. Let's not forget that gentlemen love their family as much as they love their wives, and wives love their family as much as they love their husbands. Yeah, and then also we must also remember that the same way you think, you the gentleman asking this question, think that you love your mother or your father or your siblings, that is the same way your wife also loves her mother or her father and her siblings. But I spoke about wisdom. Dealing with family is very delicate in the sense that the family on the other side is demanding their fair due, and the wife or the husband is also demanding his fair share, which is fair. I believe in equity. Family must understand that their son is married. You know, this question was from a gentleman, isn't it?
Yes.
And he's talking about the wife's family. Yeah. And then, so the wife's family must also understand that their son is married now to somebody, and their son needs to build his own family, and their daughter needs to build her own family. Now, I will put the onus on the daughter, because the daughter has to apply wisdom in managing her family. One, how do you manage family? You manage family by the kind of information you give them. Typical example: if your wife does something against you and you get angry and you rush off and you go and tell your mom or your father or your siblings, because of the love they have for you, they end up hating your wife. Now, When your wife apologizes, you forgive the wife, right? But family won't forgive.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have created enmity between your wife and your family instantly. And you see, couple fight every day and they forgive every day. And when couple forgive, it's as if the thing never happened. But when family hears of what you have done to their son or their daughter, they hate you for life. They create an image in their mind about you, and that is it. Okay. I think that now coming to address your specific matter, the family is always interfering because of the room you have given them. I am not saying say to family, don't visit me, never come to my house, but you need to manage them. I think that the man needs to let their family know their limits, and the wife needs to let their family know their limits. But don't forget that I said apply wisdom. You don't go and tell your father that, daddy, I'm married, so don't come to my house again. Or I was watching this Nigerian movie where the lady's auntie came to visit them unannounced. Now, when the lady's auntie came to visit them unannounced, the lady's husband was angry, so he went upstairs. Then the lady followed the husband upstairs, and the husband said to the wife that, go and tell your auntie I don't want to see her in my house. So tell her to leave. The lady had two options. Either to come down and say to the auntie that my husband says he doesn't want you in the house, so leave our house and go. That's what she did. She calmed her husband down and told the husband that, oh, this and this and this and this and this. Take a rest, I'll handle it. You don't want her here. I'll go and tell her you said she shouldn't come. So she went down, met the auntie, they had a drink together. Then she said to the auntie that, oh, unfortunately we are expecting so and so visitors. And so, but because you didn't tell me you were coming, I don't have a place for you to sleep. So maybe we should do another time. Next time, maybe when you tell me earlier, because these people are coming in an hour's time, I don't have a place for you to sleep. So let me book you a hotel so that you can sleep in the hotel and take care of the rest. Beautifully done. Wisdom has been applied. She has sent the lady away. Her husband is happy, and family is happy.
Actually, she's told the wife, next time when you are coming, inform me.
Thank you very much. Basically, what she said that next time when you are coming, inform me that you are coming. All right. Then she goes back up to the husband. Make sure the husband sleeps peacefully and wakes the husband up at dawn in the morning of the following day and explain to him that people are family. We can't cut them out of our lives. We just need to manage them. Sometimes they are overbearing. Sometimes they behave irrationally. But please be patient with me as we deal with them, as with my family. This and this and this and this is how we can. Now, husbands and wives must understand that it is the two of you against the two families. This is a very delicate statement I'm making. But it is the two of you against the two families. Why? Because the two families are not in the marriage with you. Both of you are in the marriage together. You know where you are going. You know the plans you have made. And the families also have their expectation. But regardless of their expectations, it is the two of you who are married. So the two of you must learn to tolerate family, understand family, handle family with wisdom, plan together to handle family. Don't ever give each other an ultimatum against family. Never do that. Giving each other an ultimatum. Go and tell your father that I said this, or I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see any. I've met couple during counseling where the husband or the wife has said, I don't want to see your family members in my house again. How do you expect the other party to handle it?
Possible, yeah.
How? So it's patience. When it comes to family, I admit family can be troublesome and overbearing. Some families can be troublesome and overbearing. But please be patient in dealing with family. It is very important Lady Rev, I'm sure you have something.
Oh no, well no. We'll move on to the next question. You've said so much. Yes, thank you. This is a lot of wisdom. So for me, the takeaway is a lot of tolerance and then communication in the marriage. Whatever it is, you talk about it, you agree together, and then you should be be very tolerant, because especially in Africa, maybe we have people joining us from other continents, but for us in Africa, you cannot marry without having family in. Family is part of you. I mean, even in marriages, two families coming together, not necessarily just the two individuals. Rev, we have the next question.
Yeah.
It says, my partner lost his job and he feels disappointed. How do I handle it?
Is a partner a male or a female?
So it's coming from a lady.
Okay. Well, if it's a lady, it's easier. But you see,
So the lady's partner has lost.
look, that's what I'm saying. If it is a lady who's lost their job, it's easier. But if it is a man who has lost his job, I beg you, patient with him. Because men have the word to use is silly ego. We are silly sometimes. I'm a guy, okay? So understand me. We can be silly sometimes. Our ego makes us think irrationally. So when a man loses his job, he's at his weakest point, and his ego is like through the roof, and his insecurity is through the roof. He doesn't understand the normal things he would have understood normally.
Hey.
So handling such people is very, very delicate. Okay. So what I would say is that, listen, every man loses their job at one point in their life, but how you handle them when they are down will determine how they will handle you when they begin to rise. The time men misbehave most is when they have money in their pocket. But when you treat them well when they don't have money in their pocket, when the money begins to come into their pocket, they treat you well. Okay. So when your partner loses their job, the first thing to do is, as a lady, be as patient as possible with them. Understand that most men become insecure. Most men become irrational, and their ego is through the roof. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to bear in mind. So in dealing with such men, you have to encourage them a lot. You have to be there for them when they need it, and you have to constantly encourage them. Yeah, constantly thank you for the word, Lady Rev. You should constantly reassure them that you are the same you they married. The fact that they don't have a job doesn't mean anything. You don't rub it in their faces. Like, for example, last month I paid the bill. 2 months ago I paid the bill. I am tired of taking care of the home. I'm not the man. After all, you are the man.
You left the TV on yesterday.
Thank you very much. We left the TV on yesterday. The electricity bills are becoming too much. When he was paying, he was not complaining. And it is no man's wish that they wouldn't have money in their pocket. I'm telling you. What makes a man is how much money he has in his pocket and his bank account.
Very deep.
Yeah. Men love to spend, and men love to. When men have money in their pocket, they are confident. So when they don't have a job, they are going through a lot in their mind already. So the lady shouldn't add wahala to it. Be patient with them. At the right time, they will pick up the pieces again. Encourage them, but don't be overbearing. Don't push it too much. It's as if every day you are bringing him application, every day application. Hey, this lady cry. Why?
Rev, that's a follow-up question. The next one would be in the same line. It says, okay, how do I handle an insecure man? How do I handle an insecure man?
Listen, I think that a lot of marriages that break up from the ones that are caused by the men is because of insecurity. But you see, there's a way you can make your man secure. There are many things that make men insecure. And this one, I'll handle it both ways.
Okay.
Really. Because sometimes women also become insecure.
Okay.
So, if you are dealing with a partner who is insecure, the first point of call is to find out what's making them insecure. Because there are many things that make people insecure. A man can be insecure because of a particular friend you have. A man can be insecure because you have a better job than them. Yeah, there are some men like that. They have dealt with an issue where the man was forcing his wife to leave her job and find another job because her job was better than his job. Yeah. So the man can be insecure because you come from a rich home and he's coming from a poor background. A man can be insecure because seemingly people say that he doesn't deserve you. A man can be insecure because you are too fine. When it's like monkeys play by size, and when he looks at your size, you are far up there. A man can be insecure because of many reasons. So what you need to do, first of all, for both a woman and a man, is to try to find out why they are insecure. And when you are doing it, there are two ways of trying to find out why they are insecure. There are some people when they are very open. There are relationships where you are very open. You talk about everything, you laugh about everything. Talk about it, be direct about it. I see you are insecure. What is making you insecure? If it's an open relationship, so to say, where you talk about everything, the person will open up. And they will tell you that this is what is making me insecure. And that way you can work on it. But there are some relationships too, even going to ask what is making you insecure can blast everything. So you can't ask. That way, you have to put your eyes on the ground and watching the things that tick him off. You pick it up. And once you pick it up, now you start working on it. So for example, me, if you realize that it is a certain lady who is making your wife insecure, forget the lady. If you are not married to her, maybe you are only friends with her. Me, I'll cut you out. I will cut you out totally. My wife will not see any trace of you around me again. Finito. You have solved the problem. If it's a certain guy who is making your wife insecure, cut them out. That is what I suggest you do. If you cannot cut them out, find a way of making your partner either accept them or know that your partner is better than them, or your partner is more important than them, or your partner is your priority. Make it clear. Because you see, once you assume that confidence in your partner, the insecurity disappears. But so long as there's insecurity that is not dealt with, that marriage will break. Because people who are insecure behave in a very irrational way. It's like they are thinking like the devil. Yeah.
Thinking like the devil.
When a partner is insecure, their behavior you can't understand.
Yeah.
How can you tell your partner to go and resign from a job because you are insecure about it? You get it?
Yeah.
So insecurity is what I call the demon of the 21st century. Yeah. Some partners are insecure about their partners sitting behind the computer all the time. Some people are worried about their partner's cars. You spend more time with your car than me. It's a problem. You see, so you need to know what's making your partner insecure.
Yeah.
And the moment you realize your partner is insecure about something, you need to deal with it. Find out from them what will make them happy. But sometimes it is not everything that will make an insecure person happy that you have to do. Do you understand?
You don't want to resign.
You may not exactly, my love. You may not want to resign from that job. Number one. Two, you may not want to lose that person who is ensuring there's money at home. You may not want to. I met one couple. The guy was very so insecure about the lady's father.
Oh.
He was that jealous about the lady's father. Seriously, that I couldn't understand it. You know that. Yes, make my Arabic crack. You understand? So dealing with insecure people, bear in mind that so long as they are insecure, they will make irrational requests.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't always bow to the irrational request. What you need to do is to find a way of helping their insecurity rather than bowing to the irrational request. All right. Yeah, I hope we are.
Yeah. Thank you. Rev, this is very good. And you know, sometimes when you realize that this is the issue, for instance, if you are a lady and your man is insecure, probably because of even another Christian man,
Yeah.
you make the efforts, like you said, that you will cut the person out.
That's me.
You that's you. You, the person, will be making things worse by saying that, oh, the person is just a Christian brother, and then the person is, you are still calling the person is still calling you, you are spending a long time on phone, and maybe you go to church and you see the Christian brother, and you know your husband is kind of insecure, but the Christian brother wants to hug you, and you also think there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, then you are fueling the insecurity by your own hands. So when there is insecurity, I think we should all take it serious, get to the root cause, like Reverend Doctor said, and communication is the key.
Lady Rev, let me add this. This insecurity thing is very, very serious. See, I was dealing with Anisha, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, where somebody's husband has told the person that I don't want you to go here because of a particular person. But the lady also thinks that there's nothing going on, and genuinely there's nothing going on. I can vouch for the person that there's nothing going on. So when we started talking about it, I said to her that, look, your husband doesn't like it. So simple. Agbena, you don't go there again. He said, oh, but if I go there, I tell him that I've gone there. That's not the problem. You even make it worse. You know yourself. You trust yourself. You understand? You see, most of the time in relationships, what we don't get is you think everybody is like you. You know yourself. You know that you will never cheat. You know yourself. You know you have never cheated. You know yourself. You know there are things you will never do. But you don't know which demon is speaking to your partner. And you don't know which devil is speaking to your partner. And the devil is so bad to the extent that when he begins to speak to your partner, he will give him scenarios. Scenarios that will make it look
Putting one and two
together. And then you go and come and say that, oh, I want to visit so. What? Then you put the last piece there, then assert it. There's problem. So I think that we should learn to, 1, respect the views of our partners. 2, we should learn to be patient with our partners. And 3, we should learn to understand that everybody is not like us.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you very much. We'll move on to our next question. It's from a lady. It says, if I feel my spouse and I are drifting apart emotionally, how do I resolve this? Drifting apart emotionally.
If I feel my partner and I are drifting apart emotionally, how do I resolve it? You can't resolve it alone.
Yeah.
That's the first point of call. You cannot resolve it alone. There are many reasons why partners drift apart emotionally. 1, you could drift apart emotionally because of an unresolved issue. Okay, an unresolved issue. Partners drift apart because of an introduction of a third party. When I say introduction of a third party, it could be children, it could be another lady or another guy somewhere, it could be a job. You know, that's the third party I'm talking about. It could be family, it could be another person in the area, it could be another friend who has been introduced, it could be another car that has been introduced. These things can make partners drift apart emotionally. First point of call, or very first point of call, make sure that you understand what is causing you to drift apart emotionally. They said that if you know your sickness, half of the problem is solved.
That's right.
Now, if you do not know what is causing you to drift apart emotionally, you can't solve it. So you need to first of all sit back, look at, remembering that I said it's the introduction of a third party. Look at how you were before. Do the calculation and determine at what point, exactly at what point you started drifting apart. Then you zero in on what might have happened. Once you zero in on what might have happened, you pick it. And the moment you pick it, you can resolve it. Now, when you realize that you are drifting apart emotionally, apart from what I have said, you need to work consciously towards it to come together again. Sometimes a simple vacation can solve it. Yes, sometimes a simple dinner can solve it. Sometimes, for example, for a couple who are married, introducing something else into your intimacy life can solve it. Sometimes, I said intimacy. You get to worry. I said intimacy.
Okay.
Don't run away from that one. We'll get to the intimacy, the real thing.
Okay.
Maybe you used to kiss or foreplay before the real deal. You've stopped kissing and foreplay. Maybe because the other party is not brushing well, or the other party all of a sudden has developed mouth odor or something, or and many things happen in a relationship that cause people to drift apart emotionally. Then comes in the point you raised about introducing other things that will spice up the relationship, like playing games, ludo or worry, stepping out together to ride bicycle together, having a night drive together, sitting by the roadside and chatting and gossiping, walking to go and buy kilo sometimes, going to Osu night market to buy wachi and rice. It's not all the time that the wife must cook. Sometimes go somewhere, buy some zongo rice. Do something. Do something different. And it has to, marriage, my love, it's work.
Yeah.
The day you refuse to see marriage as work, the marriage has failed before it started. Marriage is a lot of work. I can't overstress that. Marriage is a lot of work. You need a lot of input, you need a lot of energy, you need a lot of planning. It is work. And that is one thing. When I got married, I settled it in my mind that marriage is work. So that I come and see my wife on her feet. She will cook this, she will cook that, she will wash this, she will do, and I'm like, woo, it is work. And then me too, this car has to be fixed, and the air conditioner is leaking, and sometimes you help in the kitchen. It is work. The reason why I say it's work is that it's not every time you smile in the house that you are happy. Yeah. Marriage is work. Marriage is not on a silver platter.
That's right.
So it's a man walking and they are frown. What are you frowning to? A woman walks in, and because something happened in the office, she has frowned. What did your husband do? Let the office be the office. And one thing that you must say to yourself as a couple is that you would never let a third party cause confusion in your home. Yeah. Third party can be your office. So it's not every day that things go well in the office. But the moment you get to the gates, drop the office, come home and be happy. Sure. Even if you have to pretend about it, pretend. Yeah. Make sure that your home is peaceful. Make sure that your home is happy. Make sure that everything is going on well at home, regardless of what's happening out there. Me, Samuel, you can upset me all you can outside. The moment I get to my gate, I'll be done. And I think that everybody should covet this. And you can only do that if you say to yourself that marriage is work. It's not myself.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. We'll go to our next question. It says that, how do we ensure that both partners feel equally valued, respected, and heard?
Hey.
How do we ensure that both partners feel equally valued, respected, and heard?
So you see, one thing in marriage that we cannot underestimate is the power of communication. Communication is so important, because you may say something to me today, I'll keep quiet about it. It doesn't mean I'm happy about it. So communication is the bottom line to resolve such a matter. Yeah, and a lot of patience. You need a lot of patience. But in order for each party to feel respected and heard, you need to establish mutual respect for each other. Okay. Respect is not just one way. Most of the time, Christian men quote the scripture wrongly. We quote the scripture which says, husbands submit to your wives, submit to your husband, and wives respect your husband. And we turn around and we say that you are the woman, you have to respect me. Right? But the same scripture talks about the husbands must what? Love the wives, and the wives must submit to the husband. Watch this. A wife cannot submit if you do not love them. That is number one. Two, and you cannot disrespect somebody if you love them. You understand? If you love somebody, you respect them. Because the way you see them is very different from the way you see everybody else. So if you love somebody, you will respect them. So the solution to this problem is mutual respect.
Yeah.
If I disrespect you, I am setting the grounds for you to disrespect me.
Yeah.
But if I want you to respect me, I will respect you. And respect is reciprocal. That's why they say you earn respect. So I have to respect you to earn your respect, and you have to respect me to earn my respect.
Yeah.
So it's both ways.
Yeah.
So in this matter, if you think that your partner is not respecting you, there are extremes where you are respecting the person, but the person is giving you rubbish back. Excuse me to use that language.
Yeah.
The person is just being mean and disrespecting you.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Let them understand that they are disrespecting you, and you won't accept it.
Exactly.
It's no problem.
Exactly. Because Reverend Doctor, I handled the situation where the husband came home and the wife told him that oh honey, I have a new business. It has started. I've started a firm, and today is a happy day. The person brings out a bottle of champagne that they should celebrate, but the husband felt so down, so disappointed, because a firm or a business doesn't start in one day. There are so many processes that you would go through before you actually get a business standing or a business ready to kick off. Yeah. So how come? So the woman doesn't even see why the husband is down, because she feels, I have good news. Why are you behaving funny over good news? Yeah. But really, am I getting to know when the business is set up already? I mean, no discussion at all. This person, I don't think will feel valued.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've actually.
Sometimes the surprises, you have to know the person, right? Because not everybody really appreciates that kind of surprise. Maybe even the sort of business they felt they could have given an input. I don't know, but I think it's something
okay. This issue of surprise, people have used it to make a lot of mistakes.
Wow.
How can you be living with your husband and say I want to surprise? The last time a gentleman was caught cheating on the wife, he says I was planning a surprise with her for you. You see, so let's not go worry too much. Surprise. If the person is your husband, you're going to start a business, at least discuss it with him.
Yeah.
You never know one thing that he will say. I mean, for men, if you do that to a man, you've disrespected him 100%, and he will give it to you back to back.
Child.
Because you see, it's reciprocal. So let's be careful how we do. You cannot surprise your husband with such a big thing. You see, so this issue of surprise, let's be very, very careful about it, because it can lead to breaking your home. Watch the Nigerian movie Together. When the lady wanted to do a surprise party for the husband, and on his birthday, and brought her family to their house, and the family were hiding in the dark, waiting, and she told the husband she had traveled, and the family were hiding in the dark in the house, and just a surprise. The husband brought his girlfriend home. Because for the night, they entered the entrance. I was with you. Entered the entrance and they were kissing. The lights on, surprise! You started the marriage. So ladies, please, we beg. No surprise. You surprise yourself. Thank you very much, Lady Rev.
Thank you, Rev. We are still going on. Now, next question, Rev.
Yes, please.
It says, my spouse and I are constantly arguing about the same thing every time. How do we handle recurring arguments or issues? They are arguing about the same thing.
See, sometimes a couple must learn to agree to disagree. You were born in different backgrounds. Yeah. You could be an Osu boy like me, marrying a Lebe like this. You guys have to live together. You get it? You could be someone who has grown up in a home where they eat on a dining table, and somebody too has grown up. They've not seen dining table before. Because so couple must learn to understand that what I'm marrying a different person from who I am. So there are bound to be disagreements. As a matter of fact, if you don't disagree, then it's not a marriage.
Okay.
Even the tongue, the teeth bites the tongue sometimes. So disagreements are bound to come. But this is a different one, where the disagreement is recurring. The same thing all the time, you have to resolve it. Okay? It could be anything, it could be something very little that you are disagreeing on all the time. Talk about it, get to the bottom of it. If the two of you talk about it and you can't get to the bottom, get a counselor.
That's right.
But don't take it to family. If you have a problem, don't take it to family. Get a counselor. Get your pastor or somebody. Sit down, discuss it, agree to disagree, come to the bottom of it. But it's not healthy in a relationship to be disagreeing over a particular thing. And I tell you one thing, sometimes it's not even disagreement though. It's something the other party is saying they don't like, which you keep doing. And that's what keeps bringing up that disagreements. If I go into this matter, you realize it's something like that. Maybe the husband has said, the wife has said, you brush your teeth all the time, you put your toothbrush here. But it's supposed to be here. Or when you come back, exactly, because that one is my spot. Or every time when you come back, you just remove your shoe and you throw it somewhere, you dump it somewhere. That may be, it's something, the root cause. So in marriage, let's learn to conduct root cause analysis. Okay, all the time. Get to the bottom of it. What is causing this disagreement? And most of the time, Lady Rev, I think that couple concentrate on the smaller things instead of concentrating on the major things. So go and find out this thing they are disagreeing about. Maybe a small thing. There are bigger things that as a couple you can concentrate on rather than concentrating on the small things. Yeah. And I mentioned earlier, please, whenever you are having a disagreement on a specific thing all the time, know that that is the cross the two of you have to carry, and you have to resolve it once and for all. Otherwise, one day to break that marriage.
Yeah. And Rev, I think that in a relationship we need to be malleable. Because sometimes people take a very firm decision. They don't want to move. They don't want to compromise. But I think that in a marriage, it should be a lot of compromises. You bend for him, he bends for you, you bend for her, she bends for you, and all that, so that at least there would be peace. We all need peace to progress.
Exactly. And you see, if your partner does something and you are so hard on them, it's 1-0 at that point. So they've marked you down. The next time they also get you.
Oh, you will get, and they will get
you.
They will get you.
So let's learn to be patient with each other. Let's learn to compromise so that when she gets you this time and she forgives you, you also get her this time and you forgive her. And that's what makes marriage friendship. It's very beautiful when you say, Charlie, then you know that she knows that she owes you one. Yeah.
Thank you, Rev. The next question is, where a spouse works in highly confidential environments. Where a spouse works in highly confidential environment and breach of confidentiality could prove fatal or lead to career truncation. How does she or he fulfill the responsibility of speaking truth to his or her spouse? I am asking this because half-truth, holding back some information, is no truth at all. From a gentleman or a lady, in fact, I don't know the name.
Somebody has written, this is dangerous question. This question is dangerous, but I don't think it's that dangerous. You know why I say it's not that dangerous? See, the person is your partner. You know them better. You should know your partner very well, more than everybody else. Okay? when you marry, it's a lifelong journey. For me, you should be able to tell your partner everything, regardless of work, security, whatever, and trust that whatever you've told them stays with them and stays with them forever. If you test your partner 1, 2, 3, and you know that their mouth doesn't sleep, don't tell them again.
Exactly. Keep work out of the marriage.
Keep work out of the marriage. Otherwise, you lose your job and you guys will go hungry. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not even work. Sometimes for me, like for example, I'm a counselor. It's not everything that your counselee tells you that your counselee expects you to tell your spouse. Though you are supposed to stay open and talk about everything, there are some matters that when you tell your spouse, she will shake. There are some matters that when you tell the husband or the wife, they will shake. So some of them, you manage it. And you tell them later, fine. I believe in being open. But if you realize that being open will destroy your relationship, then don't be open about that particular one. But for every other thing, you need to be able to tell your spouse everything. But if you realize that what is coming from work, my wife has too many best friends. You know, everybody has a best friend. And your secret is safe with your best friend. And this person's secret is safe with their best friend. All too soon, you realize that your matter is everywhere with every best friend. So if you don't want anybody to know, don't mention it to anybody.
I'm reading Doctor-Patient confidentiality here.
Exactly. You know, so there are some things that are very confidential that technically you shouldn't tell your wife. And if you don't have to do it, if it's not necessary information for them, don't give it for them. I found myself in a situation many years ago. I'll give this as an example to you. When I went to work and I was told that certain banks would be closed, I couldn't tell anybody, not even my wife. You can't say it because that one, if it leaks, you are finished. So that's a typical example, you know. And they've sent you on a high security mission, and you are the only one who loves your husband. So you've gone to tell him, and your husband too has a best friend, and his best friend also has a best friend. So please, let's be careful about some of this.
Right.
All right.
That's right. Let's be careful. All right. Reverend Doctor, you are blessing us. You are blessing us.
Thank God for that.
You are blessing us. There's a question. Is it good to sleep with a man before taking him home?
What kind of question is this? I was off. Why are you asking me this question? How can you
The
ask
answer
us
is obvious, eh?
How can you ask us for this question?
It's a question.
See, we have a debit card and a credit card. Debit card is when you take money from your own account. Credit card is when you swipe like a loan and pay back later. What you are talking about is credit card. It's not allowed in marriage. See, let me tell you one thing. Bible says that when we do some of these things, we sin against our body.
That's right.
We are causing you to preach now, and I'll preach to you. We sin against our body. Assuming you go and sleep with the person and you take them to your family don't accept them, we do free. You know, it's gone like that. It's gone. You just lost the battle. So please, it is unacceptable. I will tell you today here and then. It's not unacceptable. If you feel the person is the person you want to marry, take them to your family. Why do you want to sleep with them before you take them to your family? All right. So I don't think it's advisable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because once the person sleeps with you, really, and things don't go well with family, what then? You've just lost out. So it's always best, especially for us ladies, to just restrain these things, because for the man, I mean, if you give it, they will take it. But for you, the woman, please ensure that you guard yourself, so that you are sure that this relationship is going to work with family. The person is actually being serious about you. If someone is so serious about you, sleeping with you will not be their focus, because eventually when you are married, the sleeping with you is going to happen. So I mean, that should not be the focus at that point in time. So it's very important. And always, I am out for ladies. I'm out for ladies. Let's just be firm. Let's just be firm, because it protects us. And like Rev also said, apart from the fact that it protects us, it is not right in the sight of God. Amen.
And Lady Rev, you see, this thing about sex, when you marry, you realize that sex is like 10% of what the marriage actually is. So the rush for sex before marriage, relax. When you marry, you get plenty, you run. Thank you.
Thank you. The final question. It says, what's the difference between insecurity and jealousy? Is there even a difference?
What's the difference between
insecurity and jealousy? Is there a difference?
There's some slight difference.
Okay.
Insecurity and jealousy. See, somebody can be jealous and not be insecure, but every insecure person is jealous. Okay. So, for example, I am jealous about you. I think they're the same.
It's almost the same,
They are
right?
similar, but there is one is the reverse. So, for example, they are similar. They work in a very similar way, but every insecure person is jealous about something.
Yeah.
But it's not every. You see, insecurity is a higher level of jealousy. It's one step above jealousy.
Yeah.
So you can be jealous, but it may not lead into insecurity.
Okay.
You just don't like it.
Yeah.
And it makes you unstable.
Yeah.
But the moment you start entering the insecurity bit, then it's like
insecurity is a deeper realm of jealousy.
Exactly. It's like unforgiveness and bitterness. Bitterness is a higher level of unforgiveness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
jealousy
is the pro. Insecurity is the pro max.
Thank you so much. And we want to know what you are thinking as well. So you can comment on what we've been sharing, and even after the session, you can still reach out. If you are on the City on the Hill platform, you can always share your thoughts there, and we are always learning together, being guided by the Spirit of God. So God bless you so much, Reverend Doctor. It's been such an insightful session. I know that our marriages are going to get better and better and better and better. God richly bless you also for joining. I would hand over to Reverend Doctor to give the closing remarks and close us.
Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you, Lady Rev. You are such an amazing person. Thank you for today. If you joined us on TikTok today and you've not followed Dr. Okae, please do. Okay, follow Dr. Okae. There's a lot happening about relationships on the Dr. Okae page. It will help you. And please make sure you share this link and make sure that people get to know what's happening on the Dr. Okae page. This is City on a Hill International, and we come to you in a very unique way. This is church. This is church. And we do church within an hour. That's our promise. We do praise and worship, we do prayer, and we do a sermon. Today, for the past month, we've been dealing with relationships. We dealt with the single lady, the single man. We dealt with the married woman. We dealt with the married man. Last week, we did relationship 101, which was for singles. And this week, we are doing relationship 102, which is for married couple. Remember that I said that next month, which is the month of August, is going to be a month of bishops. Wow. So we start next Sunday with a bishop. Amen. And we continue through the month.
Amen.
God is going to bless you. Just make sure that you invite somebody to join us, because something amazing is happening at City on the Hill. God richly bless you. God for bless everyone who joined service today.